So hi Hamza. It was very much a game of two halves. I think in the first half you were very, you dealt with their pressure very much so. But in the second half it kind of slipped. What happened?
Yeah, I think it was definitely a game of two halves. I think it was a game where the first mistake made would be paid, and unfortunately we made it. And once that happens, because the game was so tight, the advantage would be to them straight away. And if we did take our chances, then I think we would have had the advantage. But obviously it's a shame after such a good performance in the first half to come in the second half and to run after the game and to have to open ourselves and a bit force things. It's really disappointing, but we've got to go on to something else. We've got a game Tuesday and we have to focus on that straight away.
Yeah. So you must have identified Harrogate's threat as a counter-attacking team before this game. You could tell that you kind of like petered any of that out in the first half.
Yeah.
It wasn't really, but then with their first counter-attack, like you say, the first mistake, that was they took full advantage, didn't they? Like, was that really disappointing, particularly for them to score in that way?
That's exactly it. I mean, it was a derby. In the first half, there's been loads of tackles, people arguing on the pitch. Nobody wanted to lose it, so everybody stayed patient. And like I said, it's the way we did in that first goal. That obviously was the turn of the game. After that, they're good at counter-attack, and we're losing 1-0, so we'll have to get a goal. So it suited them perfectly. We opened ourselves up because we had to score a goal. We can't afford to sit in the local derby, so they got the second goal of set piece as well, which is extremely disappointing. But once again, I know people don't like to hear that or hear people saying that, but we've got a game Tuesday, next Saturday, next Tuesday, so we've got to focus straight on that, because we've got only one thing in our mind, is to get into the playoffs and to win games in them playoffs as well. So we can't dwell too much on today, just take the positive.
And obviously the striking problems are really, the injury list is quite a big thing at the minute. What is Martin Gray's kind of thoughts on like the striking positions? Is Smith, is that something he wants to go with in the future, do you know, or is that just for this game particularly?
I don't think it's just a story of a particular game. It's just obviously, as everybody knows, it's not a secret. We've got we've got very different types of strikers. Obviously, we're missing some key players, and when it comes to the manager, he only can do what he can when everybody's injured. But the players that stepped really well, done extremely well. Connor scored a goal. Flinney's done really well. Tippy and Raoul as well. So people stepped up and done their part. But obviously, you're always playing catch up when you're not obviously always playing in games like that against Harrogate, which is a game of character and relentless. I think showed a bit that towards the end we missed a bit of that.
And finally, just 2 points ahead of Charlie in seventh now. They've got a game in hand. Is it really a case of feeling the pressure now in the dressing room, or are you just focused still on just taking it game by game?
At the end of the day, we can't look at the table. Like you said, people got a game in hand. They've got to win them. We've still got games coming, and we've got to win them. So you can't look at the table. We've got to get to win all the games that we can win. Get to the last game of the season at Brackley, and make sure we win them playoffs. I don't really personally care what other teams are doing at the moment. I try to not get interested about what they're doing, because we know what we've got to do. There's no secret. If you lose a game, you don't get there. So we've got to win games, and we can't look at what they're doing because we've got no control of it.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.